Okay, so welcome back to Genius. All right, so we in this session will be talking about ranges, groups and ranges. Okay, now I want you guys to understand that when it comes to regular expression, you have to be very careful. Okay, it's not something you just rush. All right, and most of the things, it's not just something you just cram. You don't cram them. But when you understand these concepts, you can go back to make references in case you forget anything. All right, maybe in case you forget anything at all, the anchors, whatever it is. Now, but try to understand how to use all these things. So whenever you have the need for it in your logic, you can now make some quick references and just come back and write your code. Coding is not perfect. Nobody writes code without forgetting anything. So I just wanted to understand that. So with that said, let's talk about ranges, okay? And why do we even need ranges in regular expression? So ranges in regular expression, they provide a concise way to match a set of characters instead of listing each one manually. Let's say you have, I want to search for A to E. Do you understand? So instead of me to be typing, I'm matching A, I'm matching B, I'm matching C, I'm matching E, I'm matching, do you understand? Instead of me to do that, I will provide a set of characters between A and A to E. So that is why you need ranges. Instead of just bringing it out one by one. So you can actually match a range, okay? So they make patterns simpler, readable, and more efficient. So now look at this set of characters. Now, instead of me to write A, B, C, just like A or like this, okay, because I can actually say A or B. Do you understand? Instead of me to do that, I can actually say A to M. So when I say A to M, it's almost the same, it's the same thing with this one, but this is more readable, more concise, better than this first one. So this will match any lowercase A to M. All right. So examples like A to Z, when you do this, you're matching between it matches A, B, C, and anything that gets to Z. So this is a range, A to M, A to Z. And when you create range, you put it in a square bracket like this. So let's go to code and let me show you. Okay. Let's start everything afresh. Let's say I have this. I have my string, and this string is um, I love what what I love. All right. So, and my regular expression is going to be um, let's say I'm looking for, of course, I want a range, so I'm looking for either A or B. That's what I'm looking for. You can say I said A or B. So this pipe is represents all. So if I go on to match this now, okay. If I go on to match this string dot match, and I'm matching my regular expression. So I'm consoling my results. I'll console.log my results. And when I run this, see what I get. All right. I said A or B. So I don't have any B, but there is A. So there is a match. And where did I get this match? I got it in index 9 from this input. So this input is actually the string that I'm searching from. Okay. So if I say A or let's say I don't have A, okay, I can say A, I said A, or I can also say, instead of saying A or B, I can say A dash B. So A through B. Do you understand? So I'll still get the same thing. All right. But what if I say A through Z? Of course, if I say A through M, of course, it's just going to return the first one because I'm not using the global flag. So it's just going to return one item, okay? And it got the first one, okay, which is L. All right. Now, it didn't match I because I is capital. I is an uppercase. But if I said I'm doing case insensitive, so it's going to match the first one. I'm trying to bring all these things together so you can see. You write it now got the letter, the uppercase I. But when I did not mention, because I said A dash M to M, okay? If I have said capital, if I have said capital A through capital M, all right, it will be case sensitive. So, but I can actually say A to M and I'm doing the case insensitive. But if I remove this flag, it's going to skip this first case and it will not get me the first lowercase character between A and M. But if I now say global, that means it's going to get more than the first occurrence of this pattern. So we got L, we got E, we got H, we got A, we got I, we got L, we got E. Okay, so that's what we got. A. Okay, O is not part, it's not inclusive because A comes after zero. O comes after M, V comes after M. It's only E and L that comes between A and M. Do you understand? W comes after, H comes before, is within the range. So that is it. You can see how it works. So we are looking for range here. So I could just go ahead and say A or B or C or D. So that all wouldn't, it will be too much. So, but here you can just use range, okay? Practice it, write your own string and try range, try this range and see how it works, okay? So that is how we match the range. So now we can also match digits just the same way. Instead of writing 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4, whatever, I can just say 0 to 9. Okay, I can just say 0 to 9 and I will get it. Okay, so just the same thing. Just the same thing. If I say, imagine I try to say 0 to 9 now, I'm not going to get anything because I do not have any digit in here. So of course it's going to return null because I do not have any digit. All right. So, but let's say I now include some digits. I now include some digits here. Okay. If I include some digits here, I get some results. So it got 6, it got 9, and it got 9. Do you understand? So this 9 was split into 2. All right. So it got something. So I'm saying between range 0 to 9. So you can look for ranges digits. You can look for alphabets. Okay. So we can also go for, you can also say you want some range that has that, okay, let's do this. I can also, you remember our quantifier. I can say I want digits from 0 to 9, but they have to be 2 characters. They have to be 2 digits, sorry. So I only have one match to this. I have 99 and 99 has 2 digits. So if I run this, I'm going to get only 99. You can see it. What if I say 3 digits? If I run it, of course, I'm going to get null because I don't have any digits that have 3 digits at the same time. But what if I say I want 0 or remember our quantifier, the quantifier that we did last time, it gets me all of them. Okay, so you even got the spaces. Now, the I, all those things we are included here. So I can just say between 1. Okay, you can see I wanted to do something else and I got something else. So I have to change my code to get what I want. So you can see it got me 6 and it got me 99. So I'm looking for between 1 and 3 occurrences. Okay, so that is how you can play around these things. You can also try to match uppercase and lowercase letters. Okay, you can combine them. In the other time, I used the case insensitive flag, but this time around, if you don't want to use that, you can just combine them A to Z, A to Z. So if I go on and do this thing, the other time I added the case insensitive. So if I go on and say, I want this range, I want A to M, then capital A to M. All right, you can see it's going to match both capital letter I, the uppercase I, and every other one here. So if I run, I could also get all these things. You see, I got everything here that is within the range of, so you can miss capital letters and small letters. So lower cases and upper cases. This is how you miss it. A, as in the first one, the first A to M or capital A to capital M, anyone, whether you reverse it or not, as long as it's like this. So this is how you combine it. Okay. This is how you combine it. All right. I wanted to add something, but I just forgot what I wanted to say. I wanted to add something just came to my mind. I wanted to add, but I just forgot. Maybe I will remember before we finish. Okay. So this is how you actually work with these things. Okay. Like I say, you don't have to cram all these things, but whenever you have the need for, okay, here, yes. What I wanted to say is this. I could actually say, um, okay, if I just, there's no need. If I go on and say, okay, this will not, if I go on and say I want every alphanumeric character, of course, I will get all these things. It gives me all of them, alphanumeric. Okay, so this wouldn't, this is not part of it, it's not range. Okay, so, but when we talk about range, we are looking at between this and between this. Okay, so you get it. Okay. All right, so the next one we take a look at is we can match multiple ranges. We can match A to Z, and even 0 to 9, just like we have done so far. We want to match all the upper cases, all the lower cases, and also all the digits. So if you want to do that, depending on your logic, this just has to do with your logic. Okay, I can also show 0 to 9, and it will match both the everything I have. It will match it because I have digits, I have capital letters, and you can see it included the digits for me. All right, so you can actually combine these things like this, but just watch the syntax. Okay, what the syntax, this is how you do, just watch the syntax. Okay, and you can also include quantifiers like this. You can include quantifiers. You can add start with, this one says start with, end with. So you can actually work around these things. Okay. All right. So when we go with this, now you can see user 1, 2, 3. It matches user 1, 2, 3 because user 1, 2, 3 is between 5 and 10, and it is within this range, and it starts with between 5 and 10 and end. So it either starts with 5 of this and or 10 of this. So this matches it, this matches it, but admin would not match because at is not, it does not fall in between A. It doesn't start with A or capital A or why this art will not match is because this art will not match any of this, because art A through Z, A through Z, 0 through 9, we say start with. We are starting with this range, you understand? So this at admin does not start with it. So this is how you play around strings. This is how you play around some text. Okay, this is how you work around some text. So make sure you understand this concept. This for any programming language you want to learn, regular expression is very, very important. Okay, for every programming language. So if you want to exclude, let's say I want to exclude all the digits. I can just put this negation symbol here. So let's go back and I say I want to exclude. I want every match, but I want to exclude. I want every match, but I want to exclude all the digits. So if I run this now, the digits will not be returned. Okay. Okay, so we didn't get anything in return. Oh, sorry. My syntax was bad. Sorry. It's supposed to be inside. Okay, I'm negating this because when I put it from the outside, that means it is saying starting from. Do you understand? So when I negate this, I'm going to get all the stuff that are not digits. Okay, so I got everything that is not digit, everything except those ones that are digits. Okay, all right. So if you also want to, let's say you want to filter all these arts, these special characters, art, hash, exclamation, you can use this pattern, A to Z, A to Z, something like this, or you can use the W, the backslash W, because the backslash W does not include any of these special characters, okay? This is something that when you understand them, you just walk around them, walk with them and see. All right, you're not going to perfect in it, you're not going to cram it. So, but as you work with it, everything will start making more sense to you. Okay. So when do you use ranges? When you use ranges when matching a set of characters. You want to match a set of characters, maybe only digits, only letters. That's what you want to match. Or you want to simplify a pattern, avoiding long or conditions like all these ones, or when excluding certain characters. So these are the scenarios where you use ranges. Okay. Please, if there's any confusion, if you don't understand any of this, please reach out to us. We're always available. Reach out to us, chat us on WhatsApp, chat your instructor right away, ask your question on the question box. Just put in your question there and we will get it. Or more, you can just chat us on WhatsApp right away. Okay. I believe you have the instructor's contact. Okay. All right. So let us talk about groups and capturing. This is very, very interesting. Let's talk about groups and capturing. So why groups? Groups in regular expression are used for structuring, capturing, referencing, and reusing matched patterns. You want to structure your pattern, you want to capture them, and for further use, you want to reference them, or you want to reuse those patterns that you have captured. You can use capturing for this. Okay. So groups allow you to extract parts of a match and reuse them. When you extract them, you can now reuse them. So example is this. We want to extract name and age. So we have something like this, and we want to extract, we have my name is John and I'm 25 years old. So we want to extract John and 25. In our match, we have a match. We have a pattern that we are using, and we want to extract it and use it later on. So now let me now show you. I'll come back to this slide, but let me show you this. It says my name is John and I am 25 years old. So what do we want to do here? We want to match this. We want to match this, but we just want to capture. We want to capture this name. We want to capture the name. So what we do here is that we will replace it with this parenthesis, and we say W plus. All right, I believe I got that. Okay, yeah, because we are looking for characters. All right. So, and then here we will not say parentheses. That's the group, and what we are looking for here is digits. Okay, one or more digits. So when we run this our regular expression now, okay, we are going to get something like this. Okay. Is something wrong? It's like something is wrong with my. Okay. This dot match. Okay. I'm supposed to get. There's something I'm expecting. Maybe my syntax is wrong. My syntax is. Let me remove this flag. I'm supposed to get. Aha, this is what I was expecting. Okay, it's because of the flag that I have there. Sorry about that. So it says this is the regular expression and this is the groups. You can see I got John and 25 as the groups. And look at it. Okay, I got John and 25. So I can actually now look at, I have an array here. Okay, I have an array here, but you can see this is actually difficult for you to find that. So I have an array, and the first array here is my is the match. Okay, the first array is the match. Remember, whenever you run your regular expression like this with this string dot match, it comes in an array, and the first array is your match. Then the second one is the first group, and the third one is the second group. So, but I can say regular, if I say regular expression and I said give me the first index. So if I run this now, it's going to give me, I want to explain something for you. It's going to give me Um, no, I didn't get what I'm looking for. Sorry. Let me go back again. Let me go back to. Sorry, this is what I'm supposed to do this. Sorry, I got it wrong. Sorry, I got it wrong. I'm so sorry about that. So this is my result. So I'm getting the item in the second index, like the index one. So I got John. So now, in case I have a regular expression like this, and I want to make use of those some of the things here, I want to capture them. So I group them and I will capture. So when I capture them, I can now use them. But you can see that this is not, it's not readable. It's really not readable. So I'm going to introduce you to something we call name groups. So how do you actually, you can see it's not readable, but there's something we call name groups. So how can I make this thing a name group? If I want to make this thing a name, this group, I have two groups here instead of this my pattern. If I want to make it a name group, I will just have to say question mark, then I will have this bracket like this, and I'll give it a name. I can just say, I can give this group any name. I can just say, I can just call it first name. Do you understand? Then I'll go in again inside the parentheses. I'll give this one another name and I'll call it age. So look at it. When I run this code now, look at the difference here. I want you to watch this. I want you to take a look at what I have here. All right. So take a look at this and let's see what we get in when we have made this, giving this group a name. You can see now, look at the difference. The first time we said the groups was undefined, right? But right now we have something in the groups. So this is an array, and this array has something in the group. So if I say regular expression, okay, sorry, if I come here and say this regular expression dot groups, you can see, although this group might be undefined, so I better use this question mark dot. You remember it, right? I've even forgotten the name. It's called again. I've even forgotten the name, but of course we have been using it. So in case something might be null, and I'm trying to access a property out of a null value or null value, I would have to use this. So when I run this, you see, this is the group now. I got it. Now it has a name. It came in as an object now. So I have a name and I have first name and I have age. I can just say groups dot first name. Although I could also, since this could be null, I could say this dot first name. Let me make something simpler. Let me look for the age. So when I run this thing now, I can work with this age. It gives me the age. So this is what we call grouping. So you have a regular expression like this, but you want something, you want to save, all right, you want to make use of some of the things inside of it. So here I have a string, but I want to target the name and the age, and I want to use them for later use. I want to use them later on. So I could actually do this. Remember, I could do without name, or I could do with name. So this is name group. And okay, let me make this example better. This one here, this group I have, a group is that you put everything in parentheses. Okay, then and search for whatever you want to search. Here we are searching anything character and then one or more. So this is our quantifier, remember. So what I'm doing here is this. I have named this group. So the name of this group is first name. So it's going to store this, whatever we got here inside of this variable first name. And here, I do not have any group. I have a group, but it's not named. So I don't have a named group here. So when I go on and run this now, I'm searching for age, but I don't have any age. So when I run this now, it's going to give me undefined. There's no age. So, but if I take this thing back now, you can see that we get, this is what we would get. So I want you to play around this thing, play around it. Okay, so we have groups here. So it's either you want to go through named groups so that you can have access to it, which is better, or you would have to work things like this yourself. But I think named groups will be better for you. Okay, so this is how this thing works. So look at this example. All right, so we got, you can use, because this is the match. Okay, you can go with the index. Here they are going with the index to get John and get 25. But we also do something like this. We can go get the index, or we can name this. We can put our name, I can put it here. Okay. All right. So for back references, let's say you want to, you have to, you have some repeating words. Okay. And you also want to check for them. So look at this guy now. We have hello, hello. So if I want to match them, okay, okay, let me just go with an example here. So I have, my name is John, and instead of say I am 25 years old, I will say John, and John is. So I will have to change this, I'll have to change my regular expression here. My name is John, and John is. So I'm going to say, and John is then my, of course, I'm going with the, this time I'm going with the named group. So I'll say, I call it age. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for digits, one or more digits. Okay. So if I run this thing now, you can see that I have John and I have John. So instead of me to repeat this same John here, I could just go on. Okay, let me do this thing with that name group. Then I'll also do it with name group. So this John, I do not give it any name. So if I want to search for the second John, instead of me repeating John here, I have captured John here. Do you understand? Here I have captured John. So I can also reuse this thing anywhere else. So instead of me, I could just say uh, backslash one. Do you understand? Because this is the first group, this is the second group. All right. So that's what I could do. So I could say backslash one. Do you understand? If I'm to use this particular group now, I will go on and say backslash two because that's the second group. If I have another group, I'll go backslash three. So, but the first group is what I'm referencing here. But if I try to say two, that means I'm referencing the second group here. So, but what I'm trying to reference is the first group. So, will it match? Yes, it would match. Okay, so let's go on and run this code. You can see my name is John and John is 25 years old. So I have John and 25 here. Do you understand? So it matched. All right. But if I had, let's say I said Johnny here, this John and this Johnny is not the same thing. So I think we'll not have a match. Okay, so we didn't have a match. But because this one is still John, so I'm making use of this John here. So this is how you can actually reference. So in your regular expression, instead of repeating this same John two times, you can just make use of it. So backslash one. But in case you're using a name group, so what you would do is instead of just calling this thing first name, let me just create first n fn. So instead of using backslash one, I can just use the name. I can just say KFN. I believe I'm correct. I think so. I hope so. So I think my syntax is correct. I think. Oh, I have an error. Okay, just give me a minute. You see, I just forgot how to do this. So just give me a minute. Ooh. Okay, let me just keep on trying my luck. I don't want to waste too much time, but I think this could be like this. It's just the syntax. I think let's run it and see if I get it. Oh, we still get an error. Okay. My name is this, Invalid name reference. Okay. Oh, good. Okay, so just give me a minute. I think just give me a minute. Let me make some reference here. I think I got this thing from my when I was working with it on ChatGPT. So I just have to go back to where I was working. Okay, so I've gotten the correct syntax. Is what I instead of this, this is what I would do. Sorry, I told you this is not something you cram. So with this, now look at the syntax. Because I'm using a named group, I can now, instead of using \1 for the first name for the first group, but now I'm using a name. So I can say \k, then these brackets, this angle brackets, and then I'll put the name of what I'm trying to reference. So if I run this thing now, everything works fine. So this is to show you that it's not that I don't know it. I know it, okay? I understand it, but just I forgot the syntax. Okay, so it's fine. So don't feel just don't, you don't have to cram all this. You can't even cram it. Okay, so this is how you can make reference back references. Okay, so take your time to get to work on this. All right. So you can also group for applying quantifiers. Look at this way. They have grouped this ABC and they are grouping this. They say we are looking for ABC that occurs 2 or 4 times. So ABC, ABC would match, ABC, ABC, ABC would match, ABC, ABC, ABC would match. So I'm not going to code with this one. This is something you have to understand. We have a group ABC, which is a group, but we want to know, we want to, just like we had ranges, and we now say this particular group, we want it to be 2 or 4 times. So this is quantifier, all right? Now, there's something we also call non-capturing groups. Okay. Now, the thing is that when you are not going to make use of of what you have captured, there's no need using them. Do you understand? Because they will be created as variables and they will be stored on your system. So it is not good for performance. So what you can do is you don't want to make use of them. So you can use what we call non-capturing groups. So you are grouping them by default. When you group and when you have a group, it will be captured. But if you don't want to capture them, if you don't want to make use of them, whether for back reference or for letter use, you can say, oh, I don't want to capture them. So if I say, go back and say, I don't want to capture this, what I'll do is that if I don't want to capture this, instead of this, um, of course, there's no need to give it a name. Okay, so but I will not say question mark this colon. Do you understand? All right, I don't want to capture it, so I could just go back and say and John and I am. Okay, so and I am, so there's no need, and I just have to change this space, and I am 25 years old. So here I'm still grouping, but I don't want to capture, and I am. Okay, since I'm not capturing, there's no need for naming it. There's no need to name it. All right, now I am not capturing them. So if I run this thing now, I will still get my match. I got my match, but you can see now there's no, that we don't have any John and 25 again in here. When we were capturing it, we had it John and 25 for them, but right now we don't have it anymore. So here we are saying don't capture it for us, but we want to group them. Do you understand? So don't capture for us, but we want to group them. So you use this question mark and colon, okay? So for better performance, that's what you should use. Okay, you can also say, you can also group or, just like we said, A or B when we are doing ranges. You can also say, I want to capture, here, I'm capturing this, okay? I cannot say, I can say or this. Now it would match either alphabets, alphanumeric, or digits. So when I run this, of course, it would match because John is there, we got it. So instead of, if I remove John now, if I remove John now and say 34, all right, it will still match because we said alphabets or digits. So if I run this thing now, any of them works. It captures it. Do you understand? We got it. It matched. So we are saying, oh, but we are not capturing. So this capturing question mark colon would come before. So This is it. Okay, I believe you get this. If you don't understand it, please reach out to us. Okay. So why use groups? Extracting matched paths. If you're when you're making a match and you want to extract it, you want to use them, you can actually group them. If you want to apply quantifiers to multiple characters, okay, just like the cat and the dog. Okay, maybe let's do that. Let's make an example out of that. Okay, so I said all this whole thing. I said my name is John. My name is John, and I have a dog, and I have a dog. So let's forget about all these things that we have here. We're not going for all of them now. So I could say I want a match, and I'm grouping this what I want to match. I want either he has a cat or he has a dog. So would that be a match? Yes. I'm grouping them because I'm doing either or a cat or dog. So I'm looking for multiple characters, and I can do this, and I got it. Or I can just say, because I'm grouping multiple characters, I want to get, but now it will not match because we don't have cat. There will be no match. We'll return no because we don't have cat. But if I go on and say dog, it would match it. There will be a match because we have dog there. Do you understand? So this is our match, and we have dog. Okay, so that is it. So you can also reuse capture text. You saw it when we were reusing the what we got in John. We were reusing we say \1 for the first captured group, or we can use the name \k, then put the name in angle bracket. Or you can also use to organize complex patterns. When you have complex patterns, you can group them and put them in, organize them. All right. So the last thing we'll take a look at, how do we escape special characters? All right. We have special characters like backslash. If you're looking for backslash, how do you escape it? Now let's go and let me show you something. Let's say I have this backslash here. And if I want to match this backslash, what do I do? If I go on and say backslash, of course, we are getting an error safe. So what do I do? If I want to backslash, I will have to do I would have to escape it. Remember, the first backslash is escape. Then what are we looking for? We are looking for the backslash. So if I go on and run, let's see what we get. Oh, we got none. Okay. So all right. So this is how you see. I got the syntax wrong. Okay. If you want to if you want to if this now we have a special character dot here. Okay, you will use the backslash to escape special characters. The special characters we are looking for here is the dot. Let's say, dot means another thing. Dot means any character at all. So, but if that is not what you want, if you're looking for dot, I think let me just change this my example. Okay, I think I got the syntax wrong. Okay, this is what I should have. Okay. All right, so let's say I have dots. All right. Now you know why is my syntax this? Okay, so okay. So if I'm looking for dots here, let's say I have dots here. I want to search for dots. Okay, and if I go on and run this, I will get something. I got dot, but normally you know that when you have something like this, all right, this is a pattern. This is one of the characters we use to find patterns. So, okay, sorry for that break in transmission. Okay, so sorry for that. So, if I do dot, I'm looking for every character. Okay, it's not this particular dot that I'm looking for. So, in case you want to make all these special characters that we have, in case you want to use them, you have to use backslash. Do you understand? So you have to use backslash. So, but let me show you. When I use dot and say global, let's see what we are going to get. We are going to get plenty of items, more than one. You see, we got more than one. But if I say I want to look for this particular dot that I have here, I will have to use backslash to escape it. And when I run it, I'm only getting one item. Do you understand? I got this dot. So that's the difference. So the second one, that is how you do it. So I was trying to do that. I was trying to do backslash. So that means I should backslash like okay, backslash is not even a character actually. It's not even a character, so it wouldn't even work. So if I go on and say I'm looking for backslash, I got no because okay. Mm, okay, so what if I want to look for? I want to search for this backslash. I'll have to escape because I can actually look for J like this and I will get something. Okay, all right. If I want to look for this backslash, that is what I tried to do that. Okay, maybe I'll give you as do this as an assignment. Okay. I should get this now, right? This is backslash and it's giving me no. Why? Okay. Okay. I have not even tried it before. If I want to get this backslash and I have, okay. Wow. The error says, um, un, unterminated regular expression literal. Okay. I've not tried this before, but I'm just trying to play around because I want to find this guy here. I want to find this backslash. And this backslash, when you now put it here, so but here what of if I just console this my regular expression? Let me see what I get. You see, I'm trying something new and so I got this. So I'm looking for this guy here. So why am I not getting it? Why am I not getting it? Why am I not getting it? Okay, so let me go and try. We are done actually, but I just want to do this thing. So let me go. Let me come here. Let me refresh this. Okay. I don't want this is taking too much time to load. So, ladies and gentlemen, I would want you to go and play around with this thing I just mentioned now, how to get that backslash. I would also go to play around this. So, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next section. Okay. And in the next section, we'll be discussing regular expression constructor and the methods. Okay. Thank you very much and have a great day.